Let us observe the following pictures. Here, Dil Pasand cake is divided into 8 parts. What is the fraction that represents each part? That is, here 8 parts are there. So, each part, one part is out of 8 parts. So, 1 by 8. So, see the next picture. Here, there are 3 apples and the 4th apple is cut into half. So, what is the fraction that represents this one? That is 3 complete apples are there. So, 3 whole 1 by 2. Let us observe this picture. Here the circle, if you see the first circle, that is the complete one. So, 1 circle, so the number indicates 1. If we go to the second circle, made into half, and half portion is shaded. So, shaded portion, that yellow color portion indicates 1 by 2. And third one, the yellow color portion indicates 1 out of 4, that is 1 by 4 part. And fourth circle is divided into 4 parts only, but 3 parts are shaded. So, yellow color portion indicates 3 parts out of 4 parts. So, 3 by 4. So, the denominator in a fraction says that how many total parts we need to divide in from a given object. Now, let us see this one. How to represent in the similar way, how to represent 1 by root 2 in a picture? The circle should be divided into root 2 parts. It is meaningless. So, here to understand that, let us take 1 by root 2 and what I am going to do, I am going to multiply this one with one more root 2. Then what it will happen? Root 2 into root 2, that is root 2 whole square, that will become 2. But the value of 1 by root 2 will change. So, I am going to multiply in the numerator also. So, 1 into root 2 is root 2 by root 2 into root 2 is root 2 whole square. Square and square root get cancelled. Root 2 by 2. This can be written as 1 by 2 into root 2. 1 by 2 is half, into can be written as half root 2, half of root 2. So, root 2 lies between this side, root 1, root 3, root 4. Root 1 is equal to 1, root 4 is equal to 2. So, root 2 lies between 1 and 2. So, this 1 will be the base and height is fixed. You have seen representation of irrational numbers on the number line. So, 1 unit height if we take, we will get root 2 units hypotenuse. So, this is root 2. But what is half of root 2? Which is 1 by root 2. Half of root 2 is nothing but 1 by root 2. So, this is root 2. Half of root 2 means just half of that. So, now we have picture for this type of numbers also. So, here we have taken the different form of 1 by root 2, that is half of root 2. So, in this process, the irrational number was converted to a rational number. So, the process of converting an irrational number to rational number by multiplying with one more irrational number is called rationalization. So, today we are going to see this topic, rationalization of our denominator. So, in the previous process we have seen that root 2 into root 2, that is root 4, that is equal to root 2 square, that is equal to 2. So, here an irrational number root 2 is converted to 2. Here this root 2 is called rationalizing factor of root 2 and this is rationalizing factor of this one. We can say that here root 2 and root 2 are rationalizing factors of each other. If we take one more example, root 2, I am multiplying with root 8. How much is this? 2 into 8, that is root 16. 16 can be written as 4 square. Square and square root get cancelled, 4. Here also, if we multiply an irrational number, root 2 with one more irrational number, I am getting a rational number. So, for root 2, root 8 is also rationalizing factor. Root 2 is rationalizing factor, root 8 is also rationalizing factor. How many rationalizing factors will be there for a given number? So, to understand that, I have taken few more examples. Root 2 into 2 root 2, root 2 into 3 root 2, root 2 into 4 root 2, root 2 into 5 root 2 I have taken. Now, let us see. Root 2 into 2 root 2 is how much? 2 rational number 2 into root 2 into root 2, that is root 2 whole square. Square and square root get cancelled. 2 into 2, that is 4. Rational number we got. Irrational number 2. When we multiply 2 irrational numbers, we got a rational number. This is rationalization. Now let us multiply root 2 into 3 root 2. So rational number let us write first. Root 2 into root 2, once again it is root 2 whole square. Square and square root to cancel. 3 into 2, 6. In the similar way, root 2 into 4 root 2. 4 into root 2 into root 2 is root 2 whole square. Square and square root cancel. 4 into 2, that is 8. Root 2 into 5 root 2. So 5 into root 2 whole square. square and square root cancel, 5 into 2 that is 10. So like this, even if it takes 6 root 2, 7 root 2, 8 2 root 2, 8 root 2 also, we get rational number. So when we multiply two irrational numbers, we are getting rationalization. So here all these are rationalizing factors of root 2. But while solving the problems, we use the simplest one. Which is the simplest and lowest one out of all these? That is root 2, which is having 1, 2, 3, 4, which is having 1 as the quotient. That is root 2 is the rationalizing factor, root 2. In the similar way, for root 3 is the rationalizing factor. For root 5 is the rationalizing factor. For root 7 is the rationalizing factor. Then for root n, what is the rationalizing factor? Root n. For 2 root n, what is the rationalizing factor? Root n only. Because here for root 2 root 2 is the rationalizing factor. In the similar way, for this one, which is the rationalizing factor? Root 2. So for 2 root n or 3 root n or 4 root n, this root n itself is the rationalizing factor. Here for root n is the rationalizing factor. It is a single irrational number. Now let us take root 5 plus root 3. This is also irrational. But for this one, if I multiply with the same root 5 into root 5, that is root 5 whole square, and root 3 into root 5, that is root 15. Square and square root cancel, 5 plus root 50. It is not rational. So here irrational number is not converted to rational number. So for this one, this is not the rationalizing factor. Then what will be the rationalizing factor of this type of binomials? If you go back to the last video, there we have used a plus b into a minus b. In the same way, this is root 5 plus root 3 is a plus b. So what is a minus b? That is root 5 minus root 3. Just change the sign. Let us multiply and check what we will get. This is a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. A square minus b square. So this can be written as a square minus b square. A value is root 5, b value is root 3. Square and square root get cancelled. 5 minus 3, that is 2. We got a rational number. So for root 5 plus root 3, what is the rationalizing factor? Root 5 minus root 3. Vice versa. For this one, what is the rationalizing factor? This. The similar, let us observe this one. 2 minus root 7. What is the rationalizing factor of this? Let us take, it is like a minus b. Let us write a plus b and check. So what is a plus b? That is 2 plus root 7. A minus b into a plus b is also a square minus b square. So a square minus b square. So a is 2, b is root 7. So 2 square is 4, square and square root get cancelled, 4 minus 7. That is equal to minus 3. So here also we got a rational number. Minus 3 is a rational number. So for 2 minus root 7, what is the rationalizing factor? 2 plus root 7. For 2 plus root 7, 2 minus root 7 is the rationalizing factor. In the similar way, root 15 plus root 3. This is like a plus b. So let us take a minus b. So a square minus b square. So root 15 whole square minus 3 square. Square and square root get cancelled. 15 minus 3 square is 9. So 15 minus 9, that is 6. So here also we got a rational number. So always remember, for a plus b, for the binomial of the form a plus b, a minus b is the rationalizing factor. If the given binomial in the form of a minus b, a plus b will be the rationalizing factor. So let us take the question. Write the rationalizing factors of root 11, 2 root 3, 3 minus root 2, root 7 plus root 6, 6 minus 4 root 2, 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3. So for the first one, root 11, we have seen for root n is the rationalizing factor. So for root 11 itself is the rationalizing factor. So root 11 into root 11, that is root 11 whole square, that is equal to 11, rational number. Now for 2 root 3, what is the rationalizing factor? Even not only root n, even 2 root n and 3 root n extra, for that also root n is the rationalizing factor. So root 3 is the rationalizing factor. Next, if we see 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th, all are like either a minus b or a plus b. For a minus b, a plus b is the rationalizing factor. For a plus b, a minus b is the rationalizing factor. So here a is 3, b is root 2. So what is the sign here? Minus, a minus b. So change the sign, a plus b. So that is the answer. If we multiply these two, a minus b into a plus b, that is 3 square 9 minus a square minus b square, 3 square 9 minus root 2 whole square, that is 2. 9 minus 2 7. 7 a rational number. So you get a rational number by multiplying these two. So this is the rationalizing factor of this one. Similarly, for root 7 plus root 6, what is the rationalizing factor? A is root 7, b is root 6. So here plus is there, change the sign. Next 6 and 4 root 2. A, b, minus is there, change the sign. Plus. Next 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3. This is also like a plus b. So here a is 3 root 2, b is 2 root 3. So here plus is there, change the sign. A minus b. So these are the rationalizing factors. So let us go to the second question. Rationalize the denominator of 1 by root 7, root 6 by root 3 minus root 2. Third one, 6 minus 4 root 2 divided by 6 plus 4 root 2. Rationalize the denominator, which means we need to convert the denominator into a rational number. So let us take the first one. So here 1 by root 7 is there. Here denominator is root 7, which is irrational. This should be converted to rational number. So to convert the denominator into a rational number, we need to multiply with its rationalizing factor. So what is our rationalizing factor of root 7? That is root 7. So let us take 1 by root 7, that we need to multiply in the numerator as well as denominator. So 1 into root 7 is root 7 divided by root 7 into root 7, that is root 7 whole square. Square and square root cancel. That is equal to root 7 by 7. Now if we observe, the denominator is converted to a rational number. Actually here this one and this one are exactly equal because we multiplied with the same number in the numerator and denominator. So both are equal. But only thing here denominator is irrational number, but whereas here it is irrational. It's rationalized. So this is the answer for first one. Let us see the second one, that is root 6 divided by root 3 minus root. Let me write this one inside the bracket. We need to rationalize the denominator. So rationalizing factor of denominator, that is root 3 minus root 2, which is in the form of a minus b. For that, what is the RF? A plus b. So root 3 plus root 2. Now to rationalize the denominator of the given one, that is this, let us take this one, root 6, denominator is root 3 minus root 2. Let us multiply both numerator and denominator with the rationalizing factor, that is root 3 plus root 2 inside the bracket. Here also root 3 plus root 2 inside the bracket. Now if we see the denominator, this is like a minus b into a plus b. What is a minus b into a plus b? That is a square minus b square. So here the denominator a square minus b square. A is root 3, b is root 2. Square and square root get cancelled, and in the numerator here inside the bracket we have root 3 and root 2. Both should be multiplied with root 6. So root 6 into root 3, that is 6 into 3, 18 under the root, plus root 6 into root 2, that is root 12. We see the denominator 3 minus 2, that is 1. We are going to get the rational number. But in the numerator 18 and 12 are not in the simplest form. So 18 can be written as 3 6 3 2. With the prime numbers you have to divide, prime factorize. So root 18 can be written as 3 square into 2. Whereas root 12 can be written as 2 into 2 into 3, that is 2 square into 3. So here this is, if we separate the roots, root 3 square into root 2 in the numerator plus root 2 square into 3 divided by 3 minus 2, that is 1. Square and square root, square and square root will get cancelled. So this is equal to 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 divided by 1 is there. So we need not to write. So here if there is no denominator, what is the meaning? 1. That means the irrational number root 3 minus root 2, which is denominator, is converted to a rational denominator, that is 1. So here we have rationalized the denominator. Let us see the third question. 6 minus 4 root 2 divided by 6 plus 4 root 2. Let me write both of them inside the bracket. So rationalizing factor of the denominator is 6 plus 4 root 2 is, this is a plus b form. So rationalizing factor will be a minus b. So what is a minus b? 6 minus 4 root 2. Now the given one need to be multiplied with the 6 minus 4 root 2 in the numerator as well as in the denominator. So I am taking the rationalizing factor in the numerator as well as the denominator. Now this is equal to a minus b into a minus b. This is a minus b whole square. Now down, this is a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So a square minus b square. So a is 6 4 root 2 whole square. So this is equal to a minus b whole square can be written as a square plus b square minus 2ab. So a is 6, b is 4 root 2, 2ab. So a is 6, 4 root 2 divided by a square minus b square. So here 6 square is 36, 4 root 2 whole square is 4 root 2 into 4 root 2. 4 4 is 16. Root 2 into root 2 is root 2 whole square. Square and square root 2 get cancelled. 16 2 is 32. So here 36, 4 root 2 whole square is how much? 32. So that is equal to 6 square, that is equal to 36 plus 4 root 2 whole square. Just before we have calculated that as 32. So plus 32 minus 2ab. So how to multiply here? 2 6 is 12, 12 4 is 48. Multiply rationals separately and irrational separately. There is only one irrational, root 2. So 48 root 2 divided by 36 minus 32. So how much is that? 4. So we got the 4 as the denominator, which is rational. That means denominator is rationalized. But we should not stop it here. The numerator should be written in the simplest form. So 36 plus 32 is 68 minus 48 root 2 divided by 4. Now if we can separate 4 from both the terms. So 17 4 is 8 and 4 12 is 48 and root 2 will be there. So 4 4 get cancelled. 17 minus 12 root 2 divided by 1. So divided by 1 we need not to write. So there is no denominator. What is the denominator? 1, which means the irrational number which is denominator is rationalized. Let us see the third question. Find the value of root 10 minus root 5 divided by 2 root 2. Root 10 minus root 5 divided by 2 root 2. Here root 2, root 3 and root 5 values are given. But remember, root 2 is there in the denominator. Division with irrational number is difficult. So we rationalize denominator. So here this is also indirectly the question on the rationalizing the denominator only. So in the denominator 2 root 2 is there. What is the rationalizing factor of this? Root 2 itself. So here root 10 minus root 5, which is the numerator, divided by 2 root 2. Rationalizing factor 2 root 2 is root 2. So let us multiply with this root 2 in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Now it will become, so in the denominator 2 root 2 into root 2, that is 2 into root 2 into root 2, root 2 whole square. Square and square root get cancelled. Now in the numerator, both root 10 and root 5 must be multiplied with root 2. Root 10 and root 2, that is root of 10 2 is 20 minus root 5 also should be multiplied with root 2. So root 5 into root 2, that is root 10, that is equal to, here in the denominator 2 2 is 2 into 2 and in the numerator 20, if we see this is 2 10 is 2 5 is 2 square into 5. So there are two same numbers. So 1 2 will come out. So 2 root 5 minus 10, if we take 2 5 is, there are single numbers. Root 10 can be written as root 2 into root 5. Now 2 root 5 minus root 2 into root 5 divided by 4. 2 root 5. 2 into root 5 is how much approximately? It is given as 2.236 minus root 2 value is 1.414 into, okay, root 5 value is 2.236 divided by 4. So 2 into 2.236, if we multiply, that is 2 6 are 12, 2 3 is 6 plus 1 carried 7, 2 2 is 4, 2 2 is 4. Point is there after 1 2 3, after 3 decimals point. So 4.470 in a similar way. 1.414 and 2.236, if you multiply 3.161704 you will get. Now if we subtract both of them, you will get it as 1.310296 divided by 4. Now if we divide with 4, 0.13 is there. So 13 means 4 3 are 12, 11, 4 2 are 18. Like this, you will get it as 0.327574. Now, the value is asked up to 3 decimal places only. So, I want up to 3 decimal place. So, see the fourth place. In fourth place, if 5 or more than 5 is there, we need to add 1 to the previous digit. So, here 5 is there. So, previous digit is 7. 1, if we add 1 to that, 3 to 7 plus 1, that is 8. So, answer is 0.328. Let us see the fourth question. If AB are rationals, find AB. Root 3 plus root 2 divided by root 3 minus root 2, that is equal to A plus B root 6. So, here we need to find the AB values, missing values A and B. If both are equal, if we see here, there is no denominator, means 1. So, here both are equal. The denominator in the LHS we have root 3 minus root 2 as the, in the RHS it is rationalized. So, here we need to rationalize the denominator in this one. Then we get this form. So, we have to compare and find AB value. So rationalizing factor of root 3 minus root 2 is root 3 plus root 2. Let me multiply with that in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Now, if I observe, the numerator is A plus B into A plus B, which is A plus B whole square, and the denominator is A minus B into A plus B, that is A square minus B square. So, here A is what? Root 3. B is root 2 in the denominator. Now, that is equal to, now in the numerator, A plus B whole square can be written as A square plus B square plus 2AB. A square, A is root 3 whole square, B is root 2 whole square, 2AB, root 3 into root 2 divided by square and square root cancel, square and square root cancel in the denominator. So, what is left of 3 minus 2, that is 1. On the other side, this A plus B root 6 will continue. A plus B root 6. Now, again square and square root cancel. 3 plus 2 plus 2 into root 3 into root 2. Root 3 into root 2 is root 6. 2 root 6 divided by 3 minus 2, that is 1. That is equal to how much? A plus B root 6. So, 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 2 root 6. That is equal to A plus B root 6. If we compare LHS and RHS, here in place of A we have 5. A is equal to 5. Plus is there. In place of the other B root 6, we have 2 root 6. So, root 6 if we take other side, 2 root 6 by root 6. So, root 6 cancel. So, what is left out? A is equal to 5. B is equal to 2. So, these are the values of A and B. A value is equal to 5, B value is equal to 2. Let us see second question in the fourth one. Root 5 plus root 3, that divided by 2 root 5 minus 3 root 3, that is equal to A minus B root 5. Here also there is no denominator, which means rational number is 1 is the denominator. So, once again here irrational number is rationalized. So, we need to rationalize this. So, let me take the given question. Here denominator is 2 root 5 minus 3 root 3. What is the rationalizing factor of it? It is 2 root 5 plus 3 root 3. So, with that 2 root 5 plus 3 root 3, I am going to multiply in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Now, in the denominator it is like A minus B into A plus B. So, A square minus B square. So, A square minus B square. A is 2 root 5, B is 3 root 3. And in the numerator, we need to multiply both of them. Now, the second binomial, I am going to multiply with root 5 first. So, root 5 into 2 root 5, that is 2 into root 5 into root 5, that is root 5 whole square. Next, 3 root 3 into root 5, that is plus 3 into root 3 into root 5, that is 3 into 5 under the root 15. Now, both the terms we need to multiply with root 3, but while multiplying with root 3, with plus sign also we need to multiply. But what is the sign here? No sign, plus. So, plus into plus, root 3 into 2 root 5. So, 2 is the rational, first write down. Root 3 into root 5, that is root of 3 into 5. How much is that? Root 15. Next, root 3 into 3 root 3, that is plus into plus, root 3 into root 3, that is 3 into root 3 whole square. Now, this is equal to, what is 2 root 5 whole square? If we see, 2 root 5 whole square is 2 root 5 into root 5. 2 into 2 is 4. Root 5 into root 5, that is root 5 whole square. Square and square root cancel. 4 into 5, 20 minus 3 root 3 whole square. 3 root 3 into 3 root 3. In the same way, 3 into 3 is 9. Root 3 into root 3 is root 3 whole square. Square and square root get cancelled. That is 3. 9 3 is 27. So 20 minus 27 in the denominator. Now in the numerator, square and square root get cancelled. 2 5 that is 10 plus 3 root 15 plus 2 root 15. Here square and square root cancel. 3 into 3 plus 9, that is equal to a minus b root 15. Now in this one, add the rational part, rational number, irrational and irrational. 10 plus 9, that is 90, plus both are plus. 3 root 15 plus 2 root 15. So if we add the quotients, 3 and 2 5, root 15 is common, plus divided by 20 minus 27 is minus 7, that is equal to a minus b root 15. Now here let us send the minus sign to the numerator, then it will become minus, here we need to write inside the bracket, that is 19 plus 5 root 15 divided by 7 is equal to a minus b root 15. Multiply both the terms with minus sign. Minus 19 minus into plus minus 5 root 15 by 7 is equal to a minus b root 15. Here let us divide both the terms with 7. Let us separate the term. Minus 19 by 7 minus 5 root 15 by 7 is equal to a minus b root 15. If we compare LHS and RHS, in place of a we have minus 19 by 7 and in place of minus b root 15 we have minus 5 by 7 root 15. Root 15 get cancelled. Minus b minus 5 by 7, minus also get cancelled. So what we have, a is equal to minus 19 by 7, b is equal to 5 by 7. So here when minus both are there, b will be positive. What will happen if I have minus here and here plus? Then I will have minus b is equal to 5 by 7. Minus need to be sent to the other side, but here both are negative, so I got b value positive. Let us see the next question, that is the ratio of circumference to the diameter of a circle, that is c by d, is represented by pi. But we say that pi is an irrational. Why? To understand this question, we should know the history of pi little bit. So in the beginning, our mathematicians were doing some experiment. They have taken different sizes of circles, small, big and bigger like this. And when they were finding the circumference and diameter, that is circumference means boundary length, that for example by taking one end of the thread here, if we round it, you will get the length, and if we can see that length on the scale, it will give the approximate value. In the same way, that is diameter also you can find it. Like that, for every circle they were finding c and d, then their ratio, that is c by d. So for the smaller one and the bigger one and the third one, when they were finding, they observed that for this circle they got one value, there is something like 3.14, whereas for this one also 3.14 or 2, 3 like this, for the bigger one also like this. When they are having different sizes of circles, they observed that this is not giving the exact value. At the end they concluded that c by d is giving non-terminating, non-recurring decimal, which is irrational, and they have defined this value as pi. Pi is always considered c by d, that will give the non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. So non-terminating, non-repeating decimals are called irrational, so pi is irrational. This is the history. But here the ratio of circumference to the c by d is represented by pi. The definition of pi is circumference by diameter, just now we have discussed. But why we say that pi is an irrational? Because here we are getting non-terminating, non-repeating decimal, which means either c and d values we are getting from the scale by measuring. Those are the approximate values or not exact values. Maybe either c or d is irrational, which means either c or d is non-terminating, non-repeating. వీటిల్లో c గానీ d గానీ ఈ రెండిట్లో ఏదో ఒకటి నాన్ టర్మినేటింగ్, నాన్ రిపీటింగ్ డెసిమల్ అయి ఉండొచ్చు, కానీ స్కేల్ మీద మనకు అప్ టు 1 డెసిమలే ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి అప్రాక్సిమేట్ వాల్యూ ఇస్తుంది.
So we get approximate values only. So either C or D is irrational. So pi will be irrational automatically. So pi equal to C by D is irrational because either C or D is irrational.
Children, now let us observe the following numbers. Here root 1 is equal to root of 1 can be written as 1 square. Square and square root will be cancelled. That is equal to 1. This is the square root 1 value. Square root 2, here 2 is not a perfect square. So that itself is the number. Square root 3. 3 is also not a perfect square. 4. Square root of 4. 4 can be written as square root of 2 square. That is equal to 2. 2 square. Square and square root will be cancelled. That is equal to 2. In the similar way, root 5, root 6, root 7, root 8. In these, 5, 6, 7, 8 are not perfect squares. Those will be written like that only. Root 9. Root of 3 square. Here 3 square. 9 can be written as 3 square. Square and square root will be cancelled 3. So if we observe the numbers, we get either rational or these are called irrational. This is rational. All these are irrationals. This is once again rational. So totally we are getting a real number. If we observe here, these numbers which are irrationals such as root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6 etc. are root 2 by 3 either fraction form. Here under the root the number is always a positive rational number. What happens if it is a negative number? For example, here root 1 is there. If I take root of minus 1, whether minus 1 can be written as the product of two same numbers. 1 can be written as 1 into 1. What about the minus? Minus into minus plus. So I can't take plus into minus, different signs. So different numbers I can't take. So root minus 1 I can't simplify. And here, and remember, this is not a irrational number also. To say a number as a irrational number, the number under the root should not be a perfect square and also it should be positive rational number. So if it is not a positive rational number and it cannot be simplified, such numbers are not irrational numbers. In a similar, not only root minus 1, root 4 is 2. What about the root minus 4? It cannot be written as minus 2 into minus 2. Minus into minus plus. But we want minus, so we won't get. If we take 2 into 2, that will be 4 only. So we can't write two same numbers. If I write plus and minus, this and these are one is plus 2, other one is minus 2. Both are not same numbers. So I can't write. So this it cannot be simplified. And further, these two are not called irrationals because the number under the root is not a perfect square. Then what we will call these numbers? These are not the irrational. So we have some other new numbers. If we just recall the numbers which we have seen in this chapter, the first one natural numbers, 1, 2, 3 and so on counting numbers. 0 is added to natural numbers, we got whole numbers. Negative integers are added to whole numbers, we got integers. And all the integers and pure fractions are called as rational numbers. Here p by q form, pq are both integers. If both are not integers, that p by q form of numbers are called q power complement, that is irrational numbers. Rational numbers and irrational numbers are combined together, those are called real numbers. Now if we observe this root minus 1, root of minus 4, in this the number under the root is not a positive number. If it is not a positive number and it cannot be simplified, such numbers are not there in the real numbers. So we have some other new numbers. What we call these numbers? These are called imaginary numbers. Here this root of minus 1 is called I. Imaginary number I. So root of minus 4 can be written as root of minus 1 into 4, that is equal to root of minus 1 into root 4. Root minus 1 is I into root 4 is 2. Root 4 is 4. 4 can be written as 2 square. Square and square root will cancel 2. I into 2 is 2i. Rational part, then imaginary part. So these are the new numbers which are not there in the real numbers. So real numbers is not the biggest system. So we have some other numbers, imaginary numbers. When imaginary numbers are added to real numbers, we get new numbers. Those are called complex numbers. So not only imaginary numbers. Now the people are talking about the octonions, the new numbers. So my dear future mathematicians, the story of number system is not stopped. You are going to see
about these new numbers in your higher classes. Thank you everyone.
Now let us see the answers for worksheet 5 that is given in last video. The first question, sum of a rational and an irrational number is dash, irrational. The second one, simplest form of square root of 32. 32 can be written as 16 into 2. So square root 16 into square root 2. Square root 16 is 4. 4 into root 2 is 4 root 2. Third question, 23 power 4 whole power 0 whole power 2 is equal to dash. Here if we see the powers, it is like a power m whole power n, even there is one more power whole power p. Then in that case all the powers need to be multiplied, that is 4 into 0 into 2 is 0. So 23 power 0 is 1, any number power 0 is 1. Fourth question, cube root of 125 equal to dash. 125 can be written as 5 cube. So cube and cube root will get cancelled, 5 will be left out, 5 is the answer. Fifth one, 5 root 5 plus 2 root 5 is equal to 7 root 5. Sixth question, simplify the following. Here the first one is the usual multiplication, second one is a plus b whole square formula, third one is a plus b into a minus b formula. So here if we see the first one, 5 plus root 7 into 2 plus root 5, the second binomial 2 plus root 5 must be multiplied with 5 as well as root 7. So root 7. Next, if we see the first one, 5 into 2, 10, 5 into root 5 is 5, right? 5. So inside the first bracket we have 10 plus 5 root 5, and in the second one if we see 2 into root 7 is root 7, root 5 into root 7, that is 7 5 is 35 in the root. Now if we remove the brackets, first one 10 plus 5 root 5, here in the second bracket 2 terms are there, 2 root 7 and root 35, if both of them are multiplied with the plus sign we get like this. This is the answer. Next, let us move on to the second one, root 3 plus root 7 whole square. This is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Root 3 whole square is 3, root 7 whole square is 7, 2ab, that is 2 into root 3 into root 7. Root 3 into root 7 is root 21. So 3 plus 7 is 10, that is plus 2 root 21 is the answer. Next, third one, here root 11 minus root 7 into root 11 plus root 7. So a minus b into a plus b, that is a square minus b square. So a square minus b square, root 11 whole square minus root 7 whole square. So here square and square root get cancelled, 11. In root 7 whole square, square and square root get cancelled, 7. So 11 minus 7, 4. So let us move on to the next question, seventh one, classify the following as rational or irrational. And first one if we see 5 minus root 3, this is difference of a rational and irrational, that is always irrational. The second one, if we simplify root 2 minus 2 whole square using the a square plus b square minus 2ab formula, a square plus b square minus 2ab. So root 2 whole square can be written as 2 and 2 square as 4, and minus 2 into 2 is 4 and root 2 is as it is. So minus 4 root 2. 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 minus 4 root 2. If you observe this one, 4 and root 2, here product of a rational and irrational, product of a non-zero rational and irrational, that is 4 root 2 is irrational and 6 is rational. So difference of a rational and irrational is always irrational. Next, 2 root 7 by 7 root 7, that is the third question. Root 7 get cancelled, then we get 2 by 7 which is rational. Now let us move on to 8th question. First one, 16 whole power 3 by 2. Here 16 can be written as 2 power 4 whole power 3 by 2. So a power m whole power n formula, powers must be multiplied, 4 into 3 by 2, 2 2j, it will get cancelled, and here 2 will be left out, and this 3, 2 into 3 is 6, 2 power 6 is the answer. Next, 32 whole power 1 by 5 is the second question. 32 can be written as 2 power 5, and here already 1 by 5 power is there, so 2 power 5 whole power 1 by 5. So powers must be multiplied, once again the same formula, a power m whole power n. So 5 into 1 by 5, 5 get cancelled, only 1 is left out, 2 power 1 is 2 only. Third one, 46,656 whole power minus 1 by 6. Here 46,656 can be written as 2 power 6 into 3 power 6. Prime factorize it and you will get it as 2 power 6 into 3 power 6. Same power is there, so 6 is the power, whole power 6. 2 bases can be multiplied, 2 3 is 6 power 6. Now once again a power m whole power n formula, So a power m into n, that is 6 into minus 1 by 6, 6 get cancelled, 6 power minus 1. Now we have to use the formula a power minus n is equal to 1 by a power n, the formula which we use to convert the negative power to positive power. So 1 by 6 power n, that is equal to 1 by 6 is the answer. Next one, visualize 2.874 and the number line using successive magnification. Here is the answer, check your answer. 10th question, visualize 5.282828 and so on the number line up to 3 decimal places. So 5.282 is the number up to 3 decimal places. So 5.282 lies between 5.2 and 5.3, and once again if you see the second number line, that lies between 5.28 and 5.29, and on the third line this is the 5.282.